I don't understand why people cheat. I was on the train earlier and this poor boy was sat on the aisle next to me, the seats next to me, crying his eyes out on the phone. They were on loudspeaker, on the phone, so I'm assuming his girlfriend or some type of love interest. We all said to him, it's actually not worth it. That person that you're on the phone to is not worth it. But I just don't understand why people cheat. Just be single. If you want to fool around, that's no one else's business, but don't make it someone else's problem.
Many unbearable hours later.
The craziest thing about TikTok is women reveal themselves before you've even asked the questions. Look at this as a list. Doesn't listen to advice, 95% chance to ghost you, and you would always be second to her best friend. You know what you got to do, right? Run.
He has my phone in his hand.
Yeah, okay. Do me a favor, man.
Okay.
Turn around.
Okay.
Till we figure out what's going on, okay? I'll talk to you in a second. Okay.
He said he recognizes me and stuff, so he went inside my car and he's like, "Why you haven't been responding to my text messages?"
Do you know this guy?
No, I don't know him.
So you don't know him any more than you know me?
No.
Okay. So you're in the driver's seat. He just opens up the passenger door.
Yes, he recognizes me, or I guess he recognizes me.
Thinks he recognizes you? Okay.
Yeah. And he went inside my car. He was like, "Why you haven't been answering my calls and stuff?" And then I said, I just don't even know him like that. I was just shocked. And then he got mad and I was telling him to get out my car. He grabbed my phone and he was like, "Okay, since you don't recognize me," he threw my phone on the floor. And as I'm trying to park, I guess I hit him or whatever. And he had these.
So you hit him and he never moved his car?
I was trying to park behind him.
He said that that's his friend. And they actually came to this location to exchange some money that she owed him. It's about $1,000. He said he was inside of the car talking with her about the money. She refused to pay the money, so he grabbed her phone and threw it on the ground and broke it.
So at any point in time, was he sitting in your car?
Yeah. He was telling me, "Oh, I don't want no relationship with you, this and that." Just weird stuff. Like, I don't want him. I don't know him like that. I just know him from the place that I go to.
Okay.
In the car.
$32, I told you. Yep. That's ag assault. And yeah, that didn't happen anyway. She said she did. Okay.
Did it twice.
Yeah.
All right, turn around for me, okay?
Did you understand what's happening?
Well, see, there's this beautiful thing called surveillance video.
That are the charges.
You've got ag assault, criminal damage to property, and possession of cocaine.
Possession of cocaine.
Yeah, there was cocaine in your car.
That had to be his.
Yeah, it was on the driver's side. The facts are, he broke your phone, and you being pissed off, rammed his car. And also hit him with said car. And there was a crack rock found on your side of the car.
Are you sure it's crack?
Yeah, my supervisor tested it. It tested positive for cocaine.
Y'all had to put that in there.
Damn, where would that guy be without that surveillance camera, man? Women are always the victims when it comes to this situation, and they get believed all the time. He would have got arrested with an instant, probably even got convicted. It's crazy. Though he's lucky on this occasion, but just imagine how much men is to go and get arrested because of false accusations. But this one didn't get away, and we know where she's gone, right?
You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
You said one thing I didn't like. You said you don't like when men ask the question, what do you bring to the table?
I don't like that question.
Why?
Some people think they bring something to the table that they absolutely don't.
Can women ask men that?
I don't think it's necessary.
If I don't really know what you bring?
No, I think you allow someone to experience you. I think that question in itself is a lazy way to go about this. Now, I think it's a difference between saying like your desire. Like if I were to say, well, what do you want out of a wife? What do you want as far as being a husband? What does that look like for you? How do you desire to provide for your household? All of these things are valuable and good insight questions. But saying like, well, what do you bring to the table? That's so vague.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get what
it's
you're
really
saying.
not.
I think it's
very
vague.
insightful in the analogy. It's a very good question to ask women.
Tell me
because
why.
Women normally bring out their narcissism when you ask that question.
What's
the most popular answer that women give to that question?
I am the table.
And it's just a big red flag that they're narcissists. And they're avoiding a good question.
Okay, so 2-part question. 1, what is the answer that you want? And 2, why is that narcissistic to say I am the table?
All right. So for one, that answer doesn't hit like how they think it hits, saying you are the table, because you're not even saying what type of table you are.
Yeah.
Are you that antique table at Big Mama's house that's been there for 50 years and it's going to last and stand strong?
Right.
Or are you that folding table where we can't even put anything on there?
Right.
You're not durable. You won't last.
Right.
And then it's narcissistic because what does the table do at dinner time? The table just exists and we bring everything to the table. That's a narcissist. You don't got to do nothing, just exist, and everything revolves around you. That's a narcissist. The opportunity with that question is for her to dive deep into her intellect.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
He just put her in her place, and all she could do is that little awkward smirk. That's how you do it, man. Calm and relax. They always say, guys, if you're having a bad date and you want to leave it, just ask the woman, what does she bring to the table? And she's probably going to cause a scene, and it's going to give you an opportunity to get up and run.
I dated this guy for like 5 minutes last year, and it was one of the rare times in my life where I was infinitely more into him than he was into me. It's not that he wasn't attracted to me. Our physical chemistry was the only thing we had in common. He just thought I was fucking weird, which, like, not wrong, King. But I remember being on our second date and being like, I'm kind of surprised that you asked me on a second date because, like, the vibes were kind of off. It seemed like you weren't really into me. And he's like, yeah, I'm still figuring it out. At one point, the lack of interest was just really blatant. So I was like, hey, bro, like, I don't normally have to tell guys to, like, text me more, to, like, ask me out. So I'm going to assume that you're not interested and I'm going to move on. And he said the most offensive thing that anyone has ever said to me, which is, are guys normally just obsessed with you off rip? Yes. Yes, they are. So I obviously dump him, but like a month later or something, I think he reaches out to me. And again, I was much more into him than he was into me. So I fold immediately. We go out again. I had just gotten my back piece done. And so obviously I was wearing a backless top. And when he sees me, he goes, we get it. You have a back tattoo. After that statement, we still do end up having a good date. Like, there was chemistry there. There was just this like butting of heads that just didn't make sense. Once again, I dump him. And I would love to say that the story ends there, but a couple months after that, I message him on Instagram and I just was like, have you ever seen a girl come crawling back before? And he goes, yes, but this is my favorite one. And then we never spoke again. Like, he didn't reach out, I didn't reach out. That was the end of it. So anyway, do not date someone who, like, you're the more obsessed person because it's mortifying. I was humiliated.
I'll see myself out.
Whore.
In a nutshell, what she's saying is she had a top caliber guy that understood his worth and would not bow down to her and validate her at all times. He will meet her, take her on a date, smash, and then he will go cold. So she's making it seem better by saying, oh, I let him go or I'll dumped him. But then she'll come crawling back every other month. That doesn't even make sense if you're dumping him. So it just shows that he had all the control. And he just came back whenever he felt like it, had his time, and then went cold at her again.
It's time to go!
There's a reason why women should not approach men, and the reason is because if you go over there and you approach him, you don't know if he actually likes you. If you didn't go and do his job, would he have come over to you? If not, maybe it's because he didn't want to, maybe he didn't like you enough to, and then you have then inserted yourself and you'll never actually know where you stand, girl. You'll never really know, does he actually like me? Would he have come over to me? Did he like me enough? Was he attracted to me enough to do that? You'll never actually fully know. It's a bad idea. Bad idea.
Like, right?
Right? Right?
You know what I've noticed? Women do not want providers for real. They want immature men with money. Yeah. They want men who base their status off of how much money they have in their wallets. They want men who lead with their wallets. They do not want a man to genuinely be a provider in their lives. Because let's think about it. When we go onto social media now, we talk to any of the young girls now, what they talking about? He got to have some money. He got to have some bread. He got to pay for this. He got to do my nails. He got to do my hair. I'm not going on the first date unless he dropped $200, $300, $400, $5 million on me. There's nothing said about character. There's nothing said about integrity. There's nothing said about ambition. There's nothing said about goals. It's just how much money does he have? And the men who lead with their wallets are typically the men who have nothing going for themselves because they reel you in financially. They know that that is the most attractive thing about them. And because they know that's what they can offer, and you guys have made it abundantly clear that that's the only thing that you're looking for, they're winning. They're going to always come out on top. And then when you're in that relationship, because a lot of y'all are lover girls at heart, like let's call it what it is. You want to listen to the Shira Sevens and all of this, and you want to be a gold digger and a sugar baby, and you only with a man for money, but that's not really who you are. You want the relationship. You want the love. You want the commitment, right? You want the reassurance. You want the emotional connection. But see, when you don't get that, you're mad. Men are this and men are that. No, baby. You wanted the nigga with some money, right? You don't feel safe with them. You don't feel secure with them. You don't feel like you can actually build a future with them. Because again, they know you have taught them. And like I said a million times, if y'all want men to be different, you have to be different. And what happens is women in general, or women in this category at least, has taught men exactly what they want. Exactly what they need. So they don't have the need to build character or integrity or any of the other moral things that will be really important, like in a person that you're going to spend your life with, right? Or in a person that you're going to at least invest in for some period of time. So you get the lame nigga with money and stick with that. Don't complain about that, because that's what y'all said that y'all wanted. When you grow and expand your mind and develop and put time into yourself and your train of thought, and get off of social media and stop listening to all these bitter women on social media who are either trying to get your money or they themselves have not been able to attain the love that they wanted, and so now they flipping the script. When you actually invest that time, you will find a man who will give you his last. You will find that generous man. You will find a kind man, but you have to be the woman that is deserving of that. And the woman who's deserving of that is not looking for lame men who lead with their wallets. Stay safe.
Let's go home! Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen! Let's go home! Let's go!
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Sensational.